By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good evening, race fans, and thank you for tuning in here tonight on a special Thursday night edition here on True Sim Productions. Tonight we're short track racing, but we're racing for a cause. We're racing for a fellow iRacer who is a part of this community, Mr. Brian Vause and the entire Vause family. They are, quite frankly, going through something as a fellow parent myself I couldn't imagine. So, fellow in the booth with me here organized an event for the family. Has raised some money, so all proceeds go to the Vause family. Mr. Brandon Elvis, got a copy?
Yes, sir, I got you.
So, Brandon, you are really close with Brian. You know the Vause family and all of them. So, explain a little bit of what's going on if you can, and why we're doing what we're doing here tonight.
Yeah, man. Brian and Tiffany Voss, really good friends of ours. They just recently had a daughter about 2 months ago. She's 2 months old, and she was born with some heart complications, and they had to go in and do open heart surgery on her. Just Tuesday they did. So she went through her surgery. She did well. She hang on a minute, race control's talking. I can't mute him either. But
You're good, buddy.
she's doing well. She's recovering perfectly. You know, God is great. But we come here tonight to raise some money for them to join to help them out, and you know, we're here tonight just to let them know we're thinking about them. All our hearts have been heavy here this past few weeks with all this going on over it, and then doing a lot of praying for her, and she's on the road to recovery. I believe the doctor says she's doing better and better every day. So we're proud of the progress she's making, and we're pumped, super pumped up for Brian and Tiffany. I know they're probably able to rest a little bit easier now, knowing she's come through surgery and doing better. So we're proud, we're happy, we've been praying, and just glad that everything's coming together, God's plan.
Absolutely God's plan. As when you initially started doing the background work for the charity event, I mean, what was it, a week and a half ago maybe?
Say again.
It was about a week and a half ago when you started organizing this charity event, correct?
Yes, sir.
So the fans at home, they see right now, and it's going to be on here for all night long. You see down at the bottom right, that's a QR code. Bring out your cell phone, your camera, hold it up right to it, put it in a square, bada boom, bada bang, hit the button. That will lead you right to Brandon Elvis's PayPal, and all proceeds from tonight go to the Vause family. So, Brandon, you've been at it hard for a week in the background, all coming down to tonight. How much money have you all raised up to this point?
Man, everybody's come together, and we've been able to raise right at $2,000 or a little over $2,000 now, and I'm so grateful for this community. Everybody stepped up and pitched in. There's a lot of money that's been raised on their GoFundMe page that was set up. We're just very grateful to be able to do that, and I'm glad I was able to have the opportunity to do this along with Dalton Creech, who's helped me out a ton, and you that have helped me out a ton and putting this broadcast up, and I'm just very grateful.
On behalf of the Vause family, I can say they're grateful for you because you did do. They may not know it, fans at home may not know it, but you were the one that put this all together. So, Brandon, we're gonna let you get back down there because not only did you put it together, you're racing tonight, right? $50 on the line
Yes,
for
sir.
the race winner. So, good luck tonight,
75.
Brandon. Oh yeah, 75. That's right. From
Chicken Bone Alley decided to put up a little extra for us, so
Chicken
we
Bone
appreciate
Alley,
those
the
guys.
podcast. Yep. Shout out to Chicken Bone Alley and shout out to Chestnut Hill Restaurant. We will talk about them more in a little bit. But Elvis, give them hell tonight, brother. I don't even know what channel you want to go to. We're flying
I'll take care of it.
10-4, buddy.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. So, folks, there you heard it right there from Brandon Elvis. Scarlet Strong. That's the hashtag I want to see in the chat tonight. As I know a lot of the Vause family is supposed to be watching here tonight. Folks, I do have to tell you, this is a special event here where you got multiple different leagues coming together to put this on. So what's that mean? Some of the numbers that you see on tonight's ticker that scrolls across the top, it may not be what is shown on the side of their car. And another fair warning here is, I don't know a lot of these guys, so bear with me if I do mispronounce your name or something like that. I'm just a redneck from Kentucky that discovered how to broadcast, but I'm super, super pumped to be here tonight. Myrtle Beach for 125 laps. We're short track racing. Hit the thumbs up button tonight. Bam, Scarlet Strong in the chat. We want to see it. And also, if you are able, please scan that QR code. Anything helps. He has made great progress over the course of the last week, but still a long road of recovery for not only that sweet little girl, but also Tiffany and Brian, her parents. So, shout out to Brandon Elvis, as it's almost that time. We're about to get into qualifying. I'm sorry if you heard my phone ding. We'll put that on vibrate. Let's get some music rocking and rolling from Myrtle Music Productions, and we'll be back momentarily when they hit the qualifying. Alrighty, folks, as it is that time, first cars are heading out on track, and oh no, look like he's having, Owen Stacker is having some electrical issues, blinking in and out. See if we can ride on board with the 33 of Justin Brooks. And also, folks, Myrtle Beach on iRacing is notorious for having a bad camera pack. I did try to go in and alter the camera pack, but we got what we got, unfortunately. So the cameras are going to be tight all night long. I cannot help that. We're going to make do with what we got. As Justin Brooks coming to the line for lap number 1 to start his qualifying effort. Get the tower put up here on the side. There we go. As I see, it's looking messed up on. We'll have to use that one for the time being up top. The side one is messing up. So SDK, the program we run, live scoring and timing on, been messing up on and off for the last week. So having some hiccups with that. 33 of Justin Brooks, though, for his second lap. Only going to be 9 quickest for Justin. As Tiger King Dalton Creech 36 goes top of the board for his first lap with an 18.59, but then knocked off the chart by who else? The number 33 of Justin Brooks, holding down provisional pole with an 18.44. There you see your top 4 currently on the charts. I'm sorry I cannot use the side ticker. Zach Murphy rounded out turn number 2 for his second lap of qualifying here for the number 29. As Zach Murphy's going to stay P11. Jumped up 2 spots to 9th. As folks, this is a stacked field. Like I mentioned earlier, we got different leagues coming in, all coming to be a part of this special event. We are Scarlet strong tonight. As I'm so honored to be a part of this, honestly. I would love to be racing, but I'm still tickled to death to be calling the action. As Justin Brooks still holds down the top spot with an 18.436. Dalton Creech, 18.51. And then we got Dustin Hall at number 75 with an 18.545. Just waiting to see if we have any other takers. Like Cody Kelly might be taking his second lap of qual here. That's all right. Chris Smith here. Oh, we saw him get the turtles a little bit, so a lot of people call this Turtle Beach. Basically, the speed bumps down at the bottom end of the track at 1 and 2. Now, what can Chris Smith here do for his lap? His second timed lap. As he jumped up to P12. As it looks like Race Control may have gave these drivers 3 laps of qualifying. We can look real quick, just so we know for certain. Yes, they get 3 laps of qual. I was wondering why like people were running an extra lap. But Chris Smith, just outside the top 5, squeezed in right there in 6th place as Brandon Elvis, number 54. This is his home track. He's normally the one doing battle with a Justin Coleman and a Brian Vause at a track like Myrtle Beach. He's going to be starting in 4th unless somebody knocks him off the perch, as it looks like everybody has put down a qualifying lap. Looks like we're going to have about 25 late model stocks out here. See if we can pull up some race info here on our end, if SDK will work with us. There you see Myrtle Beach has a track length of just over half a mile. Air temp 72, humidity's 20, got cloudy, 8 miles per hour wind, so all that's good. That tells me the track's going to be nice and cool. So the air temp and the track temp, they're the exact same at 72 degrees. We're going to be slowly moving into nighttime here as well, so these temperatures will start to drop. And it is now time for the moment we've been waiting for. Time to hit that grid as Justin Brooks, number 33, puts it on the pole position with an 18.436. Cody Kelly, number 19, firing off to his outside in P2. Mason Johnson's going to be inside row number 2 with Brandon Elvis, number 54, representing Elvis Coleman Racing, starting in 4th. And then starting in P5, it's the 21 of Braxton DeWeese with Chris Smith, number 80, starting to his outside, row number 3. Dalton Creech is going to be 7th. Chase Hall in 8th. Brian Zimmerman qualified 9th with Zach Murphy playing gatekeeper in the top 10. 11th, it's the 04 of Caleb B. Thompson and Owen Zacharias, and number 15, starting in 12th. Qualifying in the 13th position, it's the number 71 of Adam Fulford Jr. Jason T. Turner going to be firing off to his outside in 14th. Jacob Lewis in 15th. And then the 26 of Todd Lamphere, representing BCR Bad Company Racing, firing off in 16th. Jonathan Atkins, Shock Eye Racing Performance, number 17. He's going to be starting in the 17th spot with Camden Truitt in 18th. Starting 19th, it's going to be the number 5 of Bryant Barnhill with David Rogers, and the number 13 starting to his outside in 20th. 21st is the 09, the Canadian Jason Bauer starting 21st. Brandon Kelly to his outside, number 9 starting 22. Then the 23 spot, it's the 23 of Mike Fallen with Terry Radford in the 8, starting outside in 24th. And it looks like that's all we have. So 24 late model stocks out here to take the field. 125 laps. $75 to the race winner. Over $2,000 currently raised for the Vause family. We are iRacing. That's what we do as a family, as a community. We can also add to that total. I'm going to mention it till I'm blue in the face. If you have a smartphone, which it's 2024, I think we all do, scan that QR code down at the bottom right of your screen. Will take you directly to the PayPal link to donate. All proceeds go directly to the Vause family. Hey, see these guys trying to get some heat in their tires. Myrtle Beach, it's known to be abrasive here. This track, it's going to chew through some tires. What I was hearing during practice, though, right rear. So that tells me these guys are going to be on the ragged edge all night long, leaning on that right rear tire, just searching for grip. They're going to be loose. They're going to be battling. There are going to be 24 of them out here, so it's going to be a hell of a show here. For the Scarlet Strong 125, brought to you by Chestnut Hill. First start of the race is on green. Barney Fife Jr., the flagman. Makes him wait, His green flag is out. We're racing here for the Scarlet Strong 125. They're on off 3, 1, and 2, just side-by-side cars everywhere. Justin Brooks does get clear of the number 75 of Cody Kelly. Mason Johnson did as well. So top 4 have settled it down. Braxton DeWeese back here in 5th. Looks like the field got the memo here. Don't want to be side-by-side for long. It's Dalton Creech trying to make a pass over on Chase Hill in the 75. Made it stick. That low line is where you want to be. You got to get in where you fit in here. Brian Zimmerman, 28, trying to also make some headway up towards the front of the pack. As the 75 will haul, just a man stuck on the outside lane here, trying to get down. Zimmerman makes the pass, allows the 75 of Hall to get back down as we head back up front here. Justin Brooks leads the train around this half-mile oval. Cody Kelly feeling the pressure from Mason Johnson. The 25 right there looking to the inside. Not able to get the power down off turn number 3 and 4. Going to see if he can re-rack. Try it again here in 1 and 2 as the top 3 are nose to tail. Throw a blanket over. Riding on the nose of our second place driver currently, Cody Kelly. It says 19. Don't just disregard that. He is the 75. Working on the back bumper of the Justin Brooks Designs number 33 here. Let's see if we can jump back one spot here. Producer on to Mason Johnson. Or really applying the pressure to the 75. Trying to force a mistake out of the 75. Make him watch the mirror more than he watches the windshield. The tires, they haven't felt this good all night. And they're not going to feel this good ever again. They do have one set of tires laying in the pits. I just don't think a driver's going to be able to take tires tonight, but I could be stand to be corrected. That's top 3. Still nose to tail. Brandon Elvis holding down P4. Got a little bit of real estate between him and the 21 machine of Braxton DeWeese. We look back onto the field here a little bit. It's the 29, the 28 doing battle like it's a Tuesday night here on True Sim Productions in the Late Model Stock All-Star Racing League. Those guys have turned many of hundreds, maybe thousands of laps together. That's top 3. Seem identical when it comes to pace here on the short run. Which one can maintain this pace while also maintaining their equipment. Justin Brooks, he's going to be a hard one to beat here on the sim. But Cody Kelly, Mason Johnson, they're no slouches either. Remember, $75 on the line for tonight's event. I want to thank Chicken Bone Alley Podcast. It's the Race Fans Perspective Podcast for putting up some of the funds for tonight's race winner. As Justin Brooks looks like he's starting to open it up ever so slightly every lap around the circuit. I want to highlight Brandon Elvis here. He is somebody, when we come to Myrtle Beach, you gotta circle his name as a contender and maybe the favorite of the night. Now coming into tonight, I knew he'd be top 5. I knew there was going to be some really fast guys in here, like the Justin Brooks, Cody Kelly, Mason Johnson, Braxton DeWeese. Well, can Elvis maintain the pace with these boys? Take care of the tires long enough? Because I've not seen him lose many races here at Myrtle Beach on the sim. We got a good battle going on back here in the middle of the pack. Looks like Zach Murphy trying to make some hay here to the inside of the 80 car. That is Chris Smith to the outside, Brian Zimmerman as well. We're only 17, 16 laps in, and my voice is already starting to go. The outside lane, it's no man's land, but I am very, very, very impressed with the 80 car. Able to make it stick there on the outside lane, Chris Smith. Riding on board here with the 80. You're saying he's trying to get the momentum off, trying to pinch the 29 down a little bit. But they're just not able to drive the car down the way he wants to. The way the banking works there, it just the car you had to wait so much longer for it to truly rotate here on the high side. And now remember, folks, they're also battling a little bit loose race car here. And you can hear with the 80, he was struggling to really pick up the throttle, get the power applied to the ground. As Zach Murphy finally able to complete the pass. Folks, we have about 40 people watching right now. If you could, hit that thumbs up button. Helps out the channel a ton. Helps us grow. Hit the subscribe button. Chat with me. Let me know where you're watching from, who you're pulling for. As I do apologize, I just not seen that. Let's see, it does. I did not know it was stuck like that. Thank you, Chris, for pointing that out. I apologize for taking that long. As Cody Kelly applying the pressure to our race leader, Justin Brooks, trying to look a little bit higher here. Get a little bit of momentum for that number 75. Maybe looking low here. Crossover move. We have a battle for the race lead here as they barrel off into 1 and 2. Advantage goes to the 33 of Brooks. 75, he's going to hang it out wide. But you see the momentum Brooks had on that high side. He was able to get the power actually applied to the racing surface. As lap traffic is out the front windshield. No, we have a caution on the speedway. Yellow flag is out. Now Chase Hall has jumped to the pits, but it's not really telling me if that's who was involved or not, but let's see. Up in the wall slow right there. Oh. He just pulls it down. Or pulls it up. Well, that stinks to have a caution thrown for that. Hopefully nothing's wrong. T's and P's for Hall there. Hopefully nothing's going on. Will there be any takers when it comes to pit road here? I don't believe so, but if you're one of these guys running 15th on back, what do you really have to lose here? Try to get off sequence of the race leaders. As no takers. Now remember, they do have one set of tires laying in the pits that they can take whenever they want. But I feel like if I'm Justin Brooks, Coden, Kelly, Mason, Johnson, I really do not want to pit Braxton DeWeese, Brandon Elvis. I don't want to sacrifice this track position here with 25 cars. So you're going to have to play your cards right, and then the other guys are just going to play their cards based on what the leader does, basically. As we are under yellow caution here for the first time tonight for the Scarlet Strong 125. Folks, remember while we are here, sweet little 2-month-old Scarlet Vause had to have open heart surgery. She's breathing on her own and awake. That's the update I got from Brandon Elvis today. But we are trying to raise some money for the family. They have raised already over $2,000. I know that sounds like a lot, but it's not when it comes to medical bills. Please help out that family any way you can. Scan the QR code. It will take you right to the PayPal link. As field's in the hands of the 33. Our race leader, Justin Brooks. As he's taking them down Broadway, they're back on the loud pedal going back green. I was looking for Mason Johnson, to try to make a move to take over P2 away from the 75. Did not do it right there. As look at the Hornet's Nest right there behind Braxton DeWeese and Brandon Elvis. Braxton right there in front of it. Zach Murphy trying to make a pass on Dalton Creek. A little bit of contact between the 36 and the 29. They keep it straight, but man, oh man, look, they stack them all up. Guys had to get on the binders. Creech is still kind of reeling from that, trying to recover. He's a man on the island on the outside. He might be able to get down in front of the 80. He does indeed. But now that's going to allow Brian Zimmerman the chance to get underneath. As no, the 80's going to close the door. As man, oh man, he got tight there. And no, Zimmerman into the outside wall, the number 28. But these boys are really stacked up right here. And it all started when Dalton and Zach Murphy were racing side by side. Just kind of stacked the group up a little bit. And everybody's just trying to get in where they fit in now. Look at the 17. Jonathan Atkins applying the pressure to the 04, applying the pressure to the 28. Jonathan Atkins, he's coming. He's a man possessed. He qualified in 17th position, already up 7 spots. He's our biggest mover of the race. Not able to complete the pass, though, yet on the Brian Zimmerman. As we head back up front, the train is still being led by the number 33 of Justin Brooks. Cody Kelly looks like he has the pace to Matt Brooks. But Justin could very easily be playing a game of cat and mouse here. There's a battle here for the race leaders. I was looking at the chat. 75 to the inside. Brooks going to try to do battle on the outside once again. He won this battle a while ago, but it was a battle that lasted only about half a lap. Cody not able to keep the car from pushing up. Had to lift a little bit, and that's all it takes in these late model stocks. They do not have the power to be able to lift and pick the throttle back up, and he'll be making forward progress. As 75 is trying to force a mistake out of the 33, as also looks like Dalton Creek's Chris Smith racing hard here. They're BCR Bad Company Racing teammates here. As 36, he's been on the outside the last few times we've looked, and unfortunately, that's just not where you want to be. Brandon Elvis starting to surge forward. We're 40 laps in, or just about. Was Brandon a snake in the weeds, just waiting, letting the tires come to him, letting the race come to him. He's got a battle here for P3. Mason Johnson, Brandon Elvis, door to door at the stripe. Advantage goes to the number 25. The more and more I see that inside lane is failing to actually complete the pass, the more interesting it gets. Just not able to get the power down, to get off the corner. The guy on the high side has all the momentum, but Brandon is stalking Mason Johnson. Same can be said for Cody and Justin up front. High arc for the 75 here. Going to try to dip it down low. A little bit of crossover move. Trying to build all the momentum he can. As Brandon Elvis swung it out low right there and may have made some contact with the wall off turn number 2. Taking lap number 44 of 125. Justin Brooks, he's qualified on the pole, and he has not looked back, but I bet he has looked back. I bet he's looked in that mirror a few times because he sees a hard charge in 75 of Cody Kelly right there behind him as caution back out on the speedway. Keep tabs on the sun drop number 8. Ooh, a little bit of contact with a 5, and ultimately that's all she took. Remember, in practice earlier, these drivers, they were telling me this car, it was completely on the ragged edge. So as soon as he made contact there, the weight shifted, and around she went. So tough break there for Terry Radford in number 8. As, we have a busy pit lane. Brandon Elvis was the first car to go down pit road. Remember, he was battling for 3rd right then. He was running 4th. What's Elvis going to do here in number 54? As, of course, Myrtle Beach has terrible camera angles. We can't see what he's going to do. Right side's up for the number 54. Right side's up for Dalton Creech right there behind him. 2-tire call for the 36 of Creech. Extended stay here for Elvis. Why is Elvis staying on pit road for? Did Elvis make a call he did not want to make right then? A 4-tire stop. Now we know on the short track ranks on iRacing right now, 2 tires, for whatever reason, it's faster. It's just faster right now. Very rarely do you see anybody take 4 tires. So Brandon Elvis just surrendered his 4th place running spot for tires. He's going to be shotgun to the field. Last car on the lead lap. Restarting 23rd. From 18th on forward, they did not pit. Field's in the hands of the 33. Deja Vu from earlier. As he's back on the loud pedal. 75 though gets a great launch right there next to him. And Mason Johnson did as well. As we have a 3-way battle now for the race lead here. As looks like P2 is under fire from Mason Johnson. Mason Johnson providing fire. Excuse me. But you see Cody just too fast right there. And I think Mason also backed out. He likes starting inside road number 2. Another Battlefield race lead heating up here. Justin Brooks to the outside. He's been there before. And just not going to surrender the race lead away. You're going to have to take it from him. As folks, I'm sure y'all can hear it with my voice. We're going to throw it up to a Crank It Up session, segment. Headset users, please beware. We'll be back momentarily. Crank it up here on TSP. As we are back, gosh, and back out on the speedway, and I think we saw it happening live, kind of. Go back and see. It's telling me Camden Truitt maybe involved in the number 2. That was not the car we were watching live. Excuse me. Oh, just gets loose by himself, and once it gets to the point of no return, just snaps on around on him. See, the steering wheel was locked. Right. Trying to save it, trying to save it, trying to save it. Goes around on him. Great job, though. Made very little contact with the wall there. So great job by him. So now, we got another busy pit road. And now, it's telling me we have a new race leader. As we do. Justin Brooks surrendered from the race lead to go down pit road. Everybody just about has pit except Bryant Barnhill, David Rogers, and Adam Fulford. Everybody else has at least pit once here tonight. And don't look now, but Mama, that bad man's leading. None other than Mr. Tiger King. And check out that hood. As folks, I asked a while ago, I'm going to ask again. I'm sorry. But please hit the thumbs up button on the video. It helps out a ton. And if you would, hit the subscribe button. Never miss a single lap of the action. We're live 5 nights out of the week. And then we have a uncensored podcast we do called Race Chatter. It's a video cast, really. It's 4 of us on video every Saturday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, going live as Pace Truck, is off. New race leader out front. Dalton Creed's going to have Jonathan Atkins in the 17 to his outside. Adam Fulford, Brian Zimmerman. That is row number 2 as Dalton Creed's on the loud pedal. 17, though, did get a great launch there to his outside. And we got to keep tabs on Brooks. What can Brooks do? Cody Kelly, as they are mired back in traffic. Oh, big moment out of Brian Zimmerman. Took the car way down low on the backstretch. Breach, feeling the pressure here from Jonathan Atkins. And now you got different tire strategies all mingled together here. This is when chaos can ensue. As look at everybody just trying to get in where they fit in, and Dalton Creech is leading them around. Brandon Elvis, Brian Zimmerman, they've done battle a time or two. Looks like Brandon won that one, but man, oh man, he was walking the dog sideways the entire time out of turn number 2. 3 and 4 doing the same thing as caution back out on the speedway. It may have been the 8 car again of Terry Radford. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what it's telling me. Let's go back and see. I'm watching the 8 sun drop. Oh, it looks like Mason Johnson may have gave him a little tap. Like Mason was able to pick up the throttle a little bit better than what Terry was able to do there. Just a little boop. That's all it took. And around she goes. What a drive, though. That was awesome. I believe that's going to send the 25 to the back, so that's heartbreak there for Mason Johnson. He's going back down pit road here. as the laps, they're starting to wind down, folks. They click off fast. It don't matter whether they're under caution or if you have just green flag run spurts. Those spurts, they click off the laps. And they click them off in a hurry. We're already going to be taking lap number 75 under caution this time by. Folks, we're going to throw it to BAM Racing Video Shorts commercial, and we'll be back momentarily. You won't miss anything. We'll be back for the Go Green. As they're re-racked and restacked, going to try it again. Fields in the hands of the 36 of Dalton Creech. It's the Tiger King. They're leaning on each other on the front row. The 17, 36, like they had a magnet between the cars. Now watch that 54. No, there's going to be contact on the restart. Tire spin, and that's carnage. That's the big one here at Myrtle Beach. Cars scatter. Oh my goodness. Brandon Elvis involved. It's a parking lot. Guys trying to get turned around. As man. Oh man, that's one of the biggest wrecks I've seen on a short track in a long time right there. I was just saying we got to watch the 54 because he's got his track position back. Ooh, that 54 just keeps coming down into him. Now, it could have been spinning the tires there, trying to get up to the gears fast. A lot going on right here on these restarts. Looks like they just meet in the middle. And then, my God, it turns into calamity out there. You got cars flipping over. Caleb B. Thompson went for a ride here. These guys don't know anything's happening up front. They can't see anything. Whoa. Braxton DeWeese also involved. He tries to scatter. You see that steering wheel. He's working it. 413 is along for the ride. Everybody's just along for the ride at that point. It's the big one at Myrtle Beach, folks. Those are the ones you don't ever expect to see. Now, I believe they have a fast repair, so they can get their car repaired. I believe. Let's keep tabs on Brandon Ellis here, see if he can. See if he gets a fresh one or not. So, there you have it. There's a fast repair. So, his race is not over. But, man, oh, man, it got a lot harder for him, I can tell you that. Alrighty, folks, out in viewerland, let me know in the chat. Who do we got? Who's taking home the $75 here? We got comers and we got goers here. Justin Brooks led the first 60-something laps. Dalton Creech took the lead over. And he's kept it. Can he hold off the competition behind him? $75 is on the line. One of the favorites, Brandon Elvis. He's going back to the back right now. Had to take a fast repair. Can he pilot The 54 car up through the field, and I see Justin Brooks. He's slowly but surely making his way back up towards the front. And don't look now, but Cody Kelly right there behind him in the 75, he's not letting the 33 get out of his sights. Field's in the hands of Dalton Creech, Mr. Tiger King, once again out front. These cameras here are terrible. As Creech gets a great launch off the launch he needs. 28 did as well, so did the 17. Top three, they get single filed out pretty quick. I see the 5 car, Bryant Barnhill here, letting it hang. Oh, got a little bit of loosey-goosey right there on the outside of the 80. As look at them barrel off in 3 and 4. They're loose. They're turning the car sideways. They're driving with the rear tires more than they are with the front tires. Just trying to force that car to rotate. As Justin Brooks, you can tell he's faster to the low side here. Underneath Bryant. Bryant can't do nothing besides just go to the high side. Let him have it. Live to fight another day. There's a little bit of contact there as they come off turn 2. But Justin Brooks, he's definitely making some rate. He's making his way to the front. 40 laps to go. Can Creech hold these boys off? Jonathan Atkins, Brian Zimmerman, Chris Smith, Justin Brooks. That's your top 5. They're hunting the Tiger King right now. Tiger King, he's no longer the hunter. He is being hunted right now. Chris Smith to the inside of Brian Zimmerman, folks. Business is picking up around here, and it's picking up in a damn hurry. And Brian Zimmerman fight to that high side, make it work as he won the battle right there. But the 80 car, I'm sorry, he's not going away. But now the 33 car is going to look to the inside of Chris Smith here. Chris cannot afford to go on offense very much because he has to worry about playing defense as well. But right now, back on offense to the inside of 28. 28 hits the outside wall. It's going to hurt his momentum a little bit. So did our race leader, Tiger King. Battle for P3. Chris Smith looks like he's going to win that. As Brian Zimmerman hangs on tough once again on that high side. Just taking up a little bit of the track, not allowing Chris to use all the track. As caution back out. Now, is they going to put the 28 or the 80 ahead of each other? They're still racing each other. Is the 28 or 80? Looks like the 28 was ahead of the 80 in timing and scoring. As it's telling me yellow flag, but was it Owen? May have been Owen. Oh, he may have got a little bit of help right there, actually. I don't know who's in the Bubba Pollard scheme. But that would have been left fair. Drove through him, basically. Okay, I'd take that back. Looks like the 35 is going to miss the corner. Now, did Dalton like to see that caution? Because of the last restart, everybody's basically running where they was. Nobody really made any positions up. Now, we saw Chris Smith trying to pass Brian Zimmerman. Brian Zimmerman, Jonathan Atkins, Dalton Creech. They all pit for service on 45, lap number 45. They took their 2 tires. Chris Smith, Justin Brooks, Zach Murphy, they pit on lap 64. This 5 car right here, Barnhill, he has not went down pit road yet. That's pretty impressive. Can the Tiger King do it? Looks like race control's giving them the 2 to go, I believe. See if lights go off this time by. Lights are off on the beautiful Chevy Silverado out front. Now, there's a saying in short track racing. If you're a short track racing fan, I know you've heard it 100 times. Cautions breed cautions. It's been a fairly clean race all night long. We've had a few bumps and bruises. But up front, these boys, they've been elbowed out racing, but they have been racing with some respect. Now, I'm curious to watch the 80 and the 28 rows reversed. As Tiger King gets the launch he needs. 17 gets a great one as well. Look at Justin Brooks. Going to take it 3 wide to the inside. 28 in the middle. Justin knew he had to go for it. You got to try to get everything you can on these restarts. Very aggressive move. Brian Zimmer to the outside wall. Oh, a little bit of contact between the 33 and the 28. As Brooks, you can tell the pressure is on. 30 laps to go. Getting more aggressive here towards the front. As they're door-to-door banking for P3 as they go off in 3 and 4. Our race leader, Tiger King, he wants to see this 33 have to battle every car he has to pass. As he's almost got clear of the 28, but the 28 rallies back here on the outside, and you just got to be flawless when you're on that outside lane. You cannot afford a mistake. As caution back out on the speedway, that's going to put the 33 inside row number 2. We'll see what happened on the records replay. Ooh, the 2 and the 71 there. 71 of Adam Fulford, excuse me, and Camden Truitt. I know he's hitting other people. Like we may have some pissed off temper flare type of drivers here on the short track. I bet the 28 and the 33, although nothing they did there, either one of them was wrong. I promise you, they didn't like how each other raced each other right then. Even though at the end of it all, it's hard-nosed racing. And Justin, he's got to do that. He's got to try to get everything he can on these restarts because these cars are too close on pace. He's very smart. Very, very smart. Now that he's starting inside row, right behind our race leader, he might be undeniable here. The one thing Creech, Tiger King, has going for him, though, he does have the track position. Well, as it stands currently, he has the advantage. But at 33, I think, from practice to qualifying to the first 60 laps. And I also noticed just now, Cody Kelly, 75, he's all the way back in 17th now. So he was involved in, if not that last wreck, one of the wrecks recently. First place pays $75. You know what second place pays? Nothing. You are the first loser. And there's not like there's points on the line tonight. No, sir. This is a one and done race. What will you do to win the race? All right. Race control showing the one to go. Going green this time by. Fields in the hands of Dalton Creech. Got Jonathan Atkins starting to his outside. That battle has been something that's went on all races, it feels like. But now he has number 33 right behind him. And don't count out the 28 or the 80 as well. They are all right there, including Zach Murphy. As Dalton makes him wait that time. That's going to allow the 33 car, though, to get right up next to the 17. That's not what Dalton wanted there. As look at the way the 33 is just able to cut through the corner already right there to the back bumper. The race leader might be looking to the inside already. Not able to get there that time by, but I promise you, folks, he is coming. He's able to rotate from center off the corner so much better than Dalton. Dalton needs to try to get some type of advantage here quick. Going to be 20 laps to go this time by the stripe. The 33, if he can disperse of the 17 pretty quick, and he did right there. Now, with the 17 fight back here, he cannot get there. 33 covers it off. As they're side by side back there for P4, P5, looks like some contact made also. It may have been contact between Mason Johnson and Zach Murphy. They're doing battle for the 5th and 6th place spot there. Chris Smith currently holding down P5. As oh no, Mason Johnson going to get tagged to the left rear, and he's going to go around right there in front of the field as we have cars flipping over. Everybody scrambling. Caution back out on the speedway. Heartbreak again for the 25 of Mason Johnson. Ran in the top 3 all night long until he pit, surrendered that top 3 running order, and just had trouble since. We saw this happen live out the corner of our eye. Go back and watch a little bit of it, though, because they was doing battle for a while here. Oh, it may have been, was it Elk? No, it was the 5. Gets in there and taps him a little bit, but that's how on edge these cars are. And then the 5 just goes for another wicked ride. 14 on the binders, on the brakes, trying to get the car woed down, but not able to do it. Alrighty, folks, it's getting exciting. I feel like the fireworks have not actually even been lit yet. We've seen some bumps and bruises. Remember, $75 on the line. Not life-changing money. But I promise you, Dalton, Justin, anybody inside that top 5, anybody out here right now, the money's cool. They want the bragging rights. You see the 23 car getting the lucky dog. Shout out to Jeffrey Miller, our lucky dog in Crooked Line Racing, All-Star Racing League. As you see, Brooks running down there in the grass trying to cool the tires down a little bit. Almost frown upon that a little bit, but whatever. The lights are off on the Chevy Silverado out front. Dalton Creech. Justin Brooks. That's your front row. Atkins. Zimmerman. Row number 2. Smith. Murphy. The first 3 rows, but I promise you, anybody can win out here. If you're still out on track, remember to finish first. First you must finish. About to be going back green. Now Creech made him wait a long time last time. That really helped out the guy sitting P3. He tries to do it again, but Justin Brooks does not fall for it. He knew to wait And he fired off right at the perfect time, but the 17 car, he is there. And Creech entered a little soft into 1 and 2. That's going to allow Brooks to stay right there on the quarter panel. As they're still side by side for the race lead, as caution back out on the speedway. Who's it going to score out front? Creech or Brooks? As Creech is going to be scored, the race leader still. Justin Brooks going to be P2. As man, oh man, looks like Jason Bauer, Mike Fallen might be involved here. Let's see. As we're riding with Jason Bauer here. Oop, just a little tap from Mason Johnson, but it looks like Bauer checks up a little bit. Stay off the 2 car. That's all it took. I mean, we've seen it 4 or 5 times tonight. A little shot like this right here is all it takes. Just to push these cars right over the edge. Oh, that stinks right there for the 23 to be involved. Right, the laps are winding down here for Tiger King. And that's a good thing. He would, as a driver now, I can tell you, he wants to see another caution fairly quicker. He don't want to have to race 33 much. If he can get another caution, get this thing down to almost a green-white checker territory. That's best case scenario for the 36. But now he's got to be careful. Because if the 33 can hang with the 36 there and be out in front of the 36 when a caution flies, and it's all about the timing lines, just like real life NASCAR. We have timing lines here on iRacing. Whoever scored ahead. You see now all the drivers driving down the grass. Guess you'll do whatever for $75. Going to be 7 laps to go when we go back green. I've said it a few times. I'll say it one more time. Field is in the hands of who? The 36. Tiger King, Dalton Creech. What can he do here? Brooks hanging back a little bit, seeing if he can find it and time it exactly, and he does indeed. As we're drag racing here off in 1 and 2. Creech going to get wide here. Send the 33 out wide. It's going to allow the 17 possibly to get there. As Creech, advantage for right now. Sending the 33 wide. Once again, I don't know if they can continue this for 6 more laps, folks. As Brooks is there, got a nose on him. But once again, Creech pushes the 33 out wide. That's going to force the 33 to get a little bit loose. So is Brian Zimmerman right back there. As he bangs the wall, they keep it going straight. As 36 going to get hooked by 33. No! Dalton Creech. 0 in the moment. No way. Dalton Creech, 33. Justin Brooks, they get tangled up. Cannot come apart of each other. And they go around. Let's bring it back up on the TSP wreckage replay. As that's heartbreak, not only for Creech, but for Justin Brooks. Damn it, man. I hate to see that. Let's see what happens. Creech, he was making the car wide. He was running him up the track. That's something he cannot deny, but that's what we're doing here. We're short track racing. Let's see what happens. This looks like once they got connected, they never was able to get off each other. Turns the 36 around. And Brooks did nothing wrong there either. he's kind of the one being used up a little bit. But I don't think anything Dalton did there was dirty. We're racing for the lead. Never really bodied him or anything. Just not entering low. He's entering in the middle of the track, but he can do that. And yeah, you see there, Brooks trying to stay off of him. Nowhere to really go. And I feel we're probably got some pissed off drivers with that one. Both ways. Both ways. So Justin Brooks, Dalton Creech, both of them, since they were involved in the accident, they go to the tail end of the field. Looks like Justin Brooks is just going to park it looks like. That's going to allow Jonathan Atkins to be our race leader. Chris Smith to the outside. Where the hell did he come from? Brandon Elvis starting inside row number 2. And Brian Zimmerman. We saw him have a moment. The caution, I think, saved his tail. He's still restarting in 4th. As I said it a while ago, I'm going to say it again. I know we just had race leaders wreck out, but I still don't think the fireworks have even been lit yet. I think we're still in for some chaos here. $75 separates first and second. And first gets all 75. Pace truck's off. Green flag is out, and Chris Smith was asleep on the restart. Did not get the launch he needed there. That's going to allow Elvis to be to the inside. I just don't know if Atkins can even mess this up ever enough to allow them to come back. As though they're going to be wrecking in the middle of a pack. Re-rack them, restack them, try it again. Caution back out on the speedway. As I can tell you, Jonathan Atkins up front did not want to see that. It looked like the one's getting shoved the whole time from the 8 anyways. Misses the shift right there. Late on the shift. Kind of stacks up that outside lane from about middle on back. There's just a lot going on in this wreck. Brandon Elvis took over P2. He's going to be firing off outside row number 1, right outside of our race leader, Jonathan Atkins. I'm telling you, I've watched that 54 car win more races than he's lost here at Myrtle Beach. I've caught a few of them too. All right, pace truck off. Gonna try this again. Oh no, pace truck is not off. They were just lagging way back. They tricked me. As John Atkins back on the loud pedal, Brandon Elvis could not get to start like what we saw with Justin Brooks earlier. Atkins just needs to keep it smooth, but he needs the group to be smooth behind him. If he sees the white flag, and this race is official. As he rounds out of 3 and 4, Bonnie Fife Jr., the flagman, has a white flag in the air. As this race is official like a referee's whistle. As a battle is on, not for P1, but P2 on back. As Jonathan Atkins takes him down the backstretch for the final time here tonight into 3 and 4. Riding out of turn number 4. Taking him down Broadway for the final time. It's going to be Jonathan Atkins winning the Scarlet Strong 125, $75 richer is Mr. Jonathan Atkins. P2 goes to Brandon Elvis. And third goes to Chris Smith. And they are junking each other after the race. What a drive out of the 17th. He was quiet. He started 17th. And he had a quiet night, but a productive night. Remember, to finish first you must finish. As this winning moment brought to you by Chestnut Hill Restaurant. Alrighty, folks, let's see if we can get caught up with our podium drivers. Mr. Chris Smith will be the first. All right, we'll see if we can dial up our third place finisher, Mr. Chris Smith. Chris Smith, you're live in TSP's booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Man, oh man, it seemed like a battle of attrition for most of the guys out there, but you was one that kept the car fairly clean. There were some rubbing incidents for the 80, but nothing, no harm, no foul, right? Got the car up to P3. Talk to me about your night, brother.
Yeah, man, that was actually a really fun race. Man, I come in, I was like top 15 with all these guys. I'll take that as a win. But now I feel pretty good about that.
I mean, top 3, and you are not lying. The field was stacked, stacked, stacked. What do you think you need there at the end? I saw you battling Elvis. What do you think you need for our race winner there, Atkins?
Some grip packs.
I feel that. I wish I had those two at times.
No, those two guys, they're really, really fast, man.
They are indeed. We know Elvis is really fast here at Myrtle Beach, and Atkins proved to be fast as well. Well, Chris, you brought the car home third. We're racing for a really special, cool cause here tonight. Thinking about Scarlet Vause and the entire Vause family. Raised some good money, and you brought the car home P3. So who we got to thank for the 80 car here tonight, brother?
First off, to the Vause family, man. Prayers up. Great people. Just keep them in our hearts. Thank Brandon for putting on this league. Him, Dalton. Say hey to my dad. I know he's watching. And thank you for broadcasting.
Absolute boss. Well, thank you for putting on a hell of a show there in the 80 like you do week in and week out. And congratulations on your P3 finish.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir, buddy. All right, that was the driver of the number 80 BCR Bad Company Racing Machine of Christopher Smith. Now we got to dial up the man we heard from him earlier before the race. Now we get to talk to him after the race. Brought the car home P2. Mr. Brendan Elvis, you live in the booth. You got a copy.
Hey, buddy.
I know one spot short than where you wanted to finish, right? But still, I think you went to the back, 4 times tonight, and you seem like you always found your way back up to the front. Talk to me about your roller coaster of a night.
Man, we put ourselves in good position with the short pitting. I probably should have been a little bit further up, but about, I don't know, like 30, 32, 33, somewhere in there. I smacked the wall coming off too, just for absolutely no reason. And I don't know if I knocked the toe out or what, but I knew I had to fix it. So I come in and didn't use a fast repair, just fix it. And that kind of put me at the back of the first wave of cars that came in. And really had to hustle to get back up. Got super lucky 2 or 3 times on just missing some wrecks and put it back towards the front. I mean, I guess I was tired by the time I got up there because I was sleeping on that last restart.
So I'm glad you noted the pit stop, because I was wondering if maybe you just elected to take 4 tires versus 2 tires, right? Because I just saw you sitting in your box for extended stay. Brandon, you was the mastermind behind all this, so salute to you for what you've done. And hell, man, congratulations on the P2. I know you wanted to win badly. It's Myrtle Beach. It's a special race. But still, P2 not bad, especially when you look at this talent in the results page. So who we got to thank for the number 54 and whoever else helped you put this event together?
Yeah, man. First and foremost, God is great. We're so grateful that Scarlet is recovering and doing well. I know Brian Voss is very, 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 very grateful and very thankful for each and everybody that's tuned in and who's donated. And I know that he's him and his family are watching this right now, and I think they enjoyed that race. I know they did. I got to thank Chestnut Hill, Mr. Chris Lee. Huge part of this whole program. Huge part of getting things suited for us, and we could not be more grateful for Mr. Chris Lee. He's a good family friend, and I don't know what else to say. Just this family, we're so grateful for him. I know Brian is. Barry Elf's performance, Shoutout Racing Performance. Shout out Jonathan Atkins on the win, man. He drove a smart race, put himself in position at the end there, and got it done. Congrats to him. Congrats to Chris for finishing third. Thank you for everything you did to put this broadcast on and the effort you put into it. I'm super grateful. Thanks to Dalton for helping me get this whole thing going. And man, I just can't. I know he had some tough luck tonight. He led a good portion of it. I know that sucked that happened, but that's all I got, man. Just thanks to everybody watching too.
Right on, boss. Well, congratulations on the P2 and congratulations on a special event here you pulled off. So hell of a night there all around for Brandon Elvis. So congratulations, buddy.
Hey, thank you. Thank you,
everybody. Alrighty, folks, and you know what that means. That leaves us with one. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say there's not very many damn times you can see the guy qualify 17th and say, hey, he's gonna win that race. But guess what? Damn it, he did it. Mr. Jonathan Atkins, you're live in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you.
Talk me through the night, brother. Started 17th, but never looked down. Played the strategy right. Played your cards right. Talk me through your night.
Yeah, I hadn't ran a late model stock in about 3 months. I've got new pedals since then, and that was the first lap on new pedals in a late model stock was my Q lap one.
Wow.
So it was like a fish out of water in qualifying, but we got to settle in there in the race and kind of rolled up into the top 10 and played the strategy right, and it worked out. So
it worked out indeed. Talk to me and tell me what you saw when I believe it was Justin Brooks, Dawson Crease. They kind of got together. You inherit the lead. Talk me through what you saw there.
Well, I was just trying to keep the pressure on him, not let Justin cross over him, get back to the bottom, because he would have cleared him pretty easy then, I think. So I just tried to stay right there, and it just looked like they met in the middle. Dalton might have pushed up a little bit, and Justin was definitely hanging right there on his right rear. So that's part of these things. It's kind of how you have to race, and
It is.
it happens. But
Hey, I know one guy's glad it's happened. It's Mr. Jonathan Atkins. Brought home $75 here. Brought home the win. I mentioned in the broadcast, brother. The money's cool and all right, but it's the bragging rights of saying, hey, I won that special event, and all these fast guys were in it, and I won it. So congratulations to you for that. Who we got to thank for the number 17 car, boss?
Well, first off, I'd like to just we're going to donate that money back to Brian and his family, and hopefully that helps them and
Oh yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
get them through the tough time. It wasn't about the money. I was almost not going to make the race anyway, so it's fun to come out and put on a show and have a good event and raise a good amount of money for him and his family, and that's what the community is all about. So. As far as my sponsors, I'd like to thank Shoutout Racing Performance, Studios 10 Wraps, Miller Family Trucking, Speed Ranch, and my smoking hot wife.
Right on, boss. Well, hell yeah, congratulations to you, and thank you for that, man. On behalf of the Vause family, that's awesome, dude. So congratulations on the race win, and that's a stand-up guy move there.
Well, I hope everybody did the same thing.
Absolutely, boss. Well, congratulations, buddy.
All right, thank you.
Alrighty, folks, we are going to close up shop here tonight, but do want to send a huge shout out to Jonathan Atkins for what he just did right then. Wasn't obligated to do it. He did it out of the kindness of his heart, so shout out to him. Folks, let me mention it one more time. You see the QR code down at the bottom right, Mrs. Scarlet Vause, Brian Vause. He's part of our iRacing family. As a 2-month-old daughter, she had to have open heart surgery. That's scary if you have it happen when you're 60, 70, but the fact that the 2-month-old baby girl, as a fellow parent, I said this earlier, I cannot imagine. So if you could donate anything, medical bills, they pile up, and we all know in America they pile up fast. So we could help out that family. If you can donate anything, whether it's a nickel, dime, $1, $2, $3, $10, $100, it does not matter. It goes to good use, and all proceeds are going straight to Brian Vause and the entire Vause family. You can scan that QR code with your smartphone down at the bottom right. And on behalf of TSP, myself, Tanner Marr, my entire family, Scarlet Vause, and the entire Vause family, they are in our thoughts and prayers, of course. And yeah, man, it's been a fun one. Shout out to Jonathan Atkins on not only taking home the race win, but donating the money back to the cause. Folks, that's all I got tonight. The results page will not work, so let's go through. I'll read your top 5, and then we'll close up shop. Jonathan Atkins, Brandon Elvis, Chris Smith, that was your podium. And then Zach Murphy, Brian Zimmerman, they brought it home 4th and 5th. I want to thank you all for tuning in. I want to thank Brandon Elvis for the job he did this week. And want to say I was honored to call the race. Congratulations, Mr. Jonathan Atkins, and until next time, folks, we'll see ya.